Hey guys, this is the Redstone Wizard here again, bringing another Redstone tutorial. This one, Kelp Farm with the flying machine. My last video showed you guys how to build just a simple little kelp farm with a, well, cool way of collecting them. Now this one has a similar method for collecting them. And honestly, if you ask me, this looks more like an aquarium with kelp in it versus actually a kelp farm. So you could actually put fish in here, dolphins and whatnot, and you'll have a farm. You'll have a kelp farm and an aquarium. So let's just let's fly right on over here and hit the button just to see how well it works. As you can see, like I said, it's a flying machine. The flying machine goes there and back. I can make this a lot longer if I want, but I can't make it any wider. But all the kelp gets harvested, floats all the way to the top, hits a water stream, and falls. And now I didn't put any barriers right here for one reason. I wanted to show you guys that just these iron bars up here, you will consistently get it landing right where you want it. Well, let's just throw those back in there. They will land consistently on that row of blocks. So, this thing is not 100% lossless due to the way it's designed. But let's activate this. No kelp in there. Alright. Now that's going to load up. Let's just come in here real fast. Because you'll have sometimes you'll have a tendency to have kelp land there. There. Underneath there. And yeah, they'll land anywhere where they can. So we pretty much lost 4 kelp. And how much are we getting back? Well over 4 stacks. Almost 4 stacks? No, about 3.5 stacks of kelp. And we still got some. So let's throw these over here. Grab these. So that is a little over 3.5 stacks of kelp for a little bit of patience with a loss of 4. Yep, definitely worth it. So let's get to building this thing right here. Okay, you guys, I quickly just had to get out of there all the stuff that we need to make one of these things. So inside this shulker box, what else is new? I seem to be putting everything in a shulker box. We got everything we need to build this. So we need 2 sticky pistons, 2 observer activation systems. This one I'm using redstone lamps. You can use trap doors, fences, regular doors. Well, not regular doors, but something that does not have to, technically that can float. 4 observers, 3 repeaters, 1 piece of redstone, 19 slime blocks, 2 additional blocks to put on the ends of your slime blocks, a bunch of building blocks. I'm going to be using glass and cyan concrete, an infinite water source, or infinite water source. You could also use ice for some parts of this, and I'll actually go into how to set that up. 19 trapdoors per row, some blocks to put your kelp down on, and obviously your kelp. So let's gather up everything we need. Break this and let's get started. First things first, determine where you want your kelp to grow. So find a center point. We'll get our sticky pistons and we'll go 1, 2, and 3 back. Because this is the whole point right here to prevent actually, 3 back. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 back. We're going to fill this all in. But first, let's get our first set of sticky pistons in here. Get our flying machine set up. Okay, so from here, we're going to add extra slime blocks. So we're going to place an observer here and here facing down. So let's wait till the very end for that one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Get our extra block, put it at the end. Then we go, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Extra block at the end. Line up your there we go. That's where our kelp's going to be growing on. So, reason why we did this is because then we can just set a single block, no matter what block it is, right there. Get half of our observers. Come down here. We can actually even break that block just to place it. And place it. They won't go because there is the extra from that. So we don't need that block. We won't need that block anymore. We'll take and place an observer there. That's for the rebound. That's for the end. So we'll finish filling this up. Because you could use a different color block. You can use whatever you want here. So I'm just going to fill this in with cyan concrete. And then I'm just going to go like that. Fill in this bottom row. In fact, I actually will fill in the bottom row twice, but I want to keep an interesting design occasionally. So we'll do this. Then we'll get our glass. Like I said, you can make this look any way you want. But the way that this is designed, in fact, actually, we don't need that block. We can put a piece of glass there, not a slime block, trap door, fence gate. So we're just going to use our cyan concrete. So we'll set that there because we can place blocks on top. So I'm going to create a quick boundary, how far I'm going to make this thing. And honestly, I don't think you guys want to see me place blocks for about just 20 minutes just doing this and getting a basic boundary set up. So when I get when I actually get the distance made, I'll bring you guys right back. Okay guys, I got myself a 29 long kelp farm. So to show you guys how to use the ice method, what we need to do is go to one corner. You don't have to place ice on every single block. You can actually skip blocks just to save on ice. But right now I'm in creative, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so now let's quickly switch over to survival. I got myself a diamond pick, And as you break the ice, you will end up, once you get all of it broken, as you go along, breaking all the ice. Yeah, this is the tedious part, or you can place buckets down. But all you have to do is actually just set two sides, because as soon as I break this last one, I'll be able to get them all. Now we got a flat water source. It's all, yeah, I can fly in this. It's all level. So that's how you do the ice. You can actually fill this in before you build the flying machine. It doesn't matter what order you do it in. Water first, flying machine, then the water. It doesn't really matter. So let's go back to creative. Alright, now from here you can actually start placing your kelp if you feel like it. They just need water. So we're going to come to this one, because we're going to use this one right here as our activation. So we're going to go all the way, staying in line with that one. And so we know it's, this is where the slime block goes, observer. So now let's get our redstone lamp. We'll place it on. Break these because we don't need them anymore. Get our get our building blocks. Place one there. In fact, actually, we'll place one there. Then we'll get an observer. In fact, actually, we only need 3 observers. We'll place it one so that we can get a signal out of it. Place a block. Going up. No, that's wrong. We need to go there. Block coming out. Block up. There. We'll break that. Get our last 2 repeaters. One here. One here. This one at least on 2 ticks. This one you can leave alone. And our 1 piece of dust right here. Now, I'm going to go and place the other redstone lamp on top of this one. As you can see, it starts to fly off. And as soon as it hits that point over there, it's going to bounce back and come on over. So from here, we'll just take our extra repeater, our last repeater, place it, and put it on 2 ticks, because we like that little bit of delay. And it stops right where you want it. So from here, you just build up. Build it up as high as you want. I would recommend, if I remember right, kelp only grows up to 25. Honestly, I do not remember how high kelp grows. But you want to get it at fairly decent height. We're just going to put the same border over here on top. Go all the way over. And we're going to encase this completely. So after I get this thing completely encased, still dry, I'll bring you guys back in, because again, you guys probably don't want to watch me place blocks for about 20 minutes. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I got the walls completely built. It is still dry other than that very bottom part, but I decided that I'm going to start building this part for the fence gates. But then I was like, you know, I gotta bring everybody in just to show them what I'm doing. So, one block below the lip. And this is the reason why we are going this way, not this way, because it requires less resources. Which is the reason why I did it this way, because this way you can expand further. You can't expand further that way. So what you do is you get yourself a 7-block area, 7-block long, one below your lip that you want, and place your fence gates. You can also use signs if you feel like, but signs aren't going to work as well because they don't, because if you break one, they're pretty much all going to break. Then you do another 7. And then finishing up till the end of your wall. Then here we go up one past the fence gates. Except for here we go 2 past. And we fill this all in with blocks right here. One past the fence gate. Goes next, after we get the fence gates in, we're going to open up the, we don't have to open them up yet, but this is where an infinite water source comes in handy, because we are going to waterlog all of it. After we waterlog every single fence gate, which is extremely tedious because you got to do every single one at a time. You fill this all in with an easily breakable block, and then after, I'm just going to create a temporary blockade here. As you can see, the water doesn't flow all the way to the end. So we'll take our, and they're not actually flowing. So we'll take our water and place it right on top at the end. It goes all the way down and lines up right here. So I'm going to finish filling in the dirt, getting the rest of the fence gates in, opening them up, waterlogging. And then what you do after you're done is break the water. Break the block underneath, you get the water, and repeaters can be waterlogged. So any place where the water doesn't sit right, it doesn't flow, just place a bucket of water underneath it. That goes for over here too. In fact, if you feel like it, you can even just waterlog these pistons, because that'll help. So I'll be right back with you guys. It's going to be a bit, well, for me. Not for you guys, though. So as soon as I finish getting this fully set up with the flowing, I will get the kelp actually placed in there, and then I will show you. In fact, as soon as I get the kelp placed in, I'll be right back after I get the water collection system in. All right, I'll be right back with you guys. Okay guys, I'm back. I just remembered a little trick about waterlogging things. So let's come to this side that I have things at. We got these ones starting to be waterlogged. Well, all these ones are waterlogged. So what we can do, let's just open these up, is come to from the corner here, just add water all along. That should waterlog all, should be able to make those all waterlogged. And then go down to the next level and do the exact same thing. Putting them up against the wall here. That should waterlog all those. And then, right here, create more water sources here, which will waterlog all of those. And then, place your fence gates. As you can see, it's all waterlogged here. They're all just becoming, they're all just getting set into the water. So you have water, so place your water. First build your platforms on the back walls. Place and get your water going. After you get all these fence gates in and place and with the water, you could remove the dirt underneath or whatever block you have for support. Open up all the fence gates and then just add the water sources at the very back wall, and you will be able to continue and actually have a functioning kelp farm. So once I get this done, I'll show you guys, I'll be right back. I'll show you guys something else about this farm. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I got all the blocks removed underneath, got the water flowing, got all the kelp in. That's a lot of kelp. As you can see, some of it's actually already growing. Some of it I accidentally placed too high, but some of it's actually growing. So it's going to take a while to grow, so larger the better in this case. Now, the last thing about this system is the collection. This farm is the collection system. Now, all of them come right to this edge right here and fall off. Some of them will fall off further, some of them will fall off closer. Well, I don't like them falling off further, so like in this one right here, we just have iron bars. Now you don't have to use iron bars. You can use walls, you can use fences, fence gates, or even the normal blocks. But with the normal blocks, you have to go like that, at least. Too wide. But with the walls and the fences, the momentum will carry them right into it. And there we go. So let's just set a line of fences right here. And there we go. There's the line of fences. And let's go down here. Let's place some bamboo down, some kelp down on these things. Just to get a little bit of growth. It doesn't matter how much they grow at the moment, because the longer you let them sit, the longer they're going to grow. Yeah, I took a button, stuck it right on here so that I can test it for you guys. So it's activated, and the bamboo gets cut. A little bit ago I harvested this thing, and it's growing again. Because these are passive farms if you set them up that way. These, if you notice, sometimes they get caught right on the edge and they go down. That's fine. That is completely okay, because then they're going to rise up again and cycle out of the system. And if you look, here, yeah, I can place a block there and they're still there. They're not getting moved. They fall along that back wall right there. Bigger the growth, the bigger field you'll end up having. So you can use whatever type of collection system you want. See, I had that there, and that one just fell right into that corner. You can have whatever type of collection system you want. You can have a minecart with a hopper like I have over here. You can have water streams, hoppers. In fact, you can even have the run method. This one won't work as well because you're going to have to clear your inventory out afterwards. But still, you can have the run method if you need it. And they will continue to fall. Well, let's just go in here real fast. Yeah, occasionally you'll have ones that will be in bad spots, ones that get underneath blocks. And there's nothing that really can be done about that. That needs a water. That needs water. In fact, let's just line this part up here and this part right here with water, just to create water sources, because that's what's happening. That's not. I just dropped the water all the way down. Here's not water sources, it's actually just flowing water. But if you want to, you can have nothing but water sources in here. Waterlogged pistons don't matter, they won't remain waterlogged. Because I waterlogged those before I even launched them. But yeah. The more water sources, if you have everything in here as a water source, yeah, you shouldn't have any problems. But, yeah. But, you guys, I normally don't plug anything. I don't even, because it's one of those minor little things for me. I don't do this for any reason other than to give information and have some fun. That is it. But sometimes you got a question about even one of my own builds that I make. And yeah, some of you guys leave comments. But if you got a PS4, which is what I play on, I do have a community. So if you have a question about anything dealing with one of my stuff that I'm doing, anything, you can send me a message there. If I usually try to check that daily, and if I can't answer it, there's other people that might be able to answer it for you. We're fairly small at the moment, but you know what? I'm hoping just to get it bigger and help as many people out as I can. Well, this is the Redstone Wizard. Enjoy building.